Hello YouTube, my name's Rich from PCGamesN, and today I come before you a humble vessel for the eloquent thoughts of Beard owner Harry Shepherd, who's been reviewing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Here's what he thought. In the Odyssey, Homer's original story, not Ubisoft's game, Odysseus is given an ox skin bag containing all the winds of the world. Inside, those winds roll over each other in endless activity, and just like that bag, Assassin's Creed Odyssey is bursting at the seams with new systems that bluster against each other. Together, they create a world fit for epic adventure. Within this turbulence, we've started and settled battles of huge scale. We've hunted down a shady cult while trying to shake off some rather persistent mercenaries, and we've climbed Zeus's massive and magnificent meat and two veg. But is Odyssey the best Assassin's Creed has ever been? That's what we're here to discuss in our video review. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is gargantuan. When you fully zoom out and pan across the countless land masses that make up Ubisoft's ancient Greece, the starting island of Kefalonia becomes a mere speck. Odyssey is an epic that lives up to its name. In Assassin's Creed's last outing, Ubisoft created a gorgeous rendition of Egypt, despite the rather limited sandy colour palette. But Greece allows access to a full spread of colour, terrain and plant life. It looks sumptuous. Sailing through crystal clear water and swimming to an island with the vibrant reefs visible beneath the surface never gets old. Out of the wild and into the cities, the sprawl of metropoli and acropoli is recreated with a devotion to historical detail, all of which provides plenty of photo mode fodder. And yet, while the Mediterranean world of Odyssey is beautiful on the surface, dig a little deeper and you'll find it's being torn apart by the Peloponnesian War. Like Odysseus between Scylla and Charybdis, you are caught between the Athenians and the Spartans that battle across ancient Greece. The vast map is broken down into districts, each controlled by one of the two armies, and you're free to side with either in the conflict. While your own story provides plenty of intrigue, political skullduggery, and family drama, diving into the systemic conflict of the two warring factions is a game in itself. Each district is commanded by a faction leader who sits safe in their city stronghold. You can attack them outright if you wish, but their guard will be up. Instead, you can undermine their power by stealing war funds, burning supplies, and killing senior soldiers dotted throughout the region. The weaker the leader becomes, the easier they will be to dispatch, which gives you the chance to trigger a conquest. In conquest battles, you take to the battlefield and viciously scrap amid hundreds of soldiers. The sense of scale is immense as the chaotic horror and gore of war cascades around you. You must pick your way through the conflict, killing the captains and champions of the enemy army, with each kill bringing the battle closer to its end. Once you've given the star warrior on the enemy team a damn good thrashing and finish off the last of the resistance, the territory belongs to the leader for which you've been fighting. More importantly, perhaps, you're awarded a piece of epic loot. This conflict system brilliantly captures the push and pull of war, where power is balanced on a knife edge. The introduction of hitboxes and new RPG systems for weaponry marked a step up for Assassin's Creed Origins, but in just a year, Ubisoft has managed to go even further. Revamped fighting mechanics significantly improve the slaughter in Odyssey. The key change is how you allocate your new abilities. In Odyssey, you unlock active skills that can be mapped to a hotbar. You can then upgrade your assigned skills as you progress, or swap them out if there's something more appropriate for your next fight. This adds a layer of strategy and injects a little more choice into a setup that would, in other games, simply be a matter of unlocking every ability as you level through the game. Assassin's Creed's lurch towards the RPG properly started with Origins, but Odyssey crystallizes the effort. Unlike the cosmetic-only skin that you donned in Origins, various aspects of your armor in Odyssey can be upgraded and changed, giving you the freedom to choose a helmet, chest armor, bracers, and greaves. And despite the fewer number of weapon types, that's still a fair amount of gear to manage, so you'll likely nip to your inventory every 5 minutes as you find better gear. Each element of your weapons and armor can be engraved with extra perks too, which gives you a good reason to visit the local blacksmith. Of course, if you're particularly taken with a certain armor set, you can keep it upgraded to your current level, provided you have the cash. Odyssey's expanded RPG features extend to dialogue too. In a first for the series, you now have the chance to properly weigh in on conversations to shape their outcome.
I'll take the tablet now.
At times, choices can feel a little unnecessary as they don't really change the direction of the conversation, but it's a welcome novelty nonetheless. It means you'll find yourself far more engaged in what's being said, whether or not your input really matters. Moreover, you can now choose to hear additional background information during conversations. Answers highlighted in yellow will progress the quest, while ones in white will give you some more exposition. Dialogue choices will also help bring you closer to your protagonist, whether you opt for Cassandra or Alexios. Some options posed may not turn ancient Greece upside down, but they don't really need to. It feels as if you're connecting with the protagonist and their story on a more intimate level than in previous Assassin's Creeds. The same thing can't quite be said for the romance dialogue though. Answers that lead you towards doing the dirty are marked with a love heart, and for purely professional reasons of course, we pursued this path, which amounted to a brief bout of awkward kissing before a fade to black. The Witcher 3 or Mass Effect, this is not. Ubisoft also plays with how you navigate an Assassin's Creed world in its new exploration mode. For those of you who've grown tired of the rash of icons littering the map, Exploration mode offers a new way to track down your objectives. Rather than simply tell you where your next mission is, you're given hints as to its location. Only knowing that a mission area is somewhere south of a certain location encourages you to observe things around you a bit more closely. On paper, Exploration mode is a bit reminiscent of the treasure map system in Origins, where you've got some hints that point you towards rare loot. In practice, however, it's pretty easy work. Most of the time you simply go to a question mark that fits the clues, and when you're close, you'll get the prompt for your eagle to scope out the area from there. So it's a step in the right direction, but there's definitely room for a bigger commitment to this kind of independence. Overall, Assassin's Creed Odyssey is the culmination of the best elements of this series. Following on from the transformative changes introduced in Origins, Odyssey is now a proper RPG that is better and more reminiscent of The Witcher 3 than ever before. The finest elements of ship combat and exploration have made their way in from Black Flag as well, having been largely sidelined in Origins. And new ways of interacting with the world and its many characters have managed to wiggle their way in as well. The result is an RPG that straddles the boundary between a single-player action-adventure and a service game. With the episodic Season Pass missions on their way too, this is a game that people will be playing long into next year, and since there'll be no new Assassin's Creed in 2019, probably beyond. Size does not equal quality, however. Odyssey is a rich, deep and entertaining epic, but one that could do with some of the extra fat being trimmed. Equally though, its sprawling nature means that if a particular element doesn't tickle you, you can either dip into it briefly or skip it entirely, in most cases. It makes us feel like an 8-year-old with access to all the pick and mix we'd like. We're going to devour it all and probably be sick, but that doesn't make the best chocolate taste any less sweet. And there we are, that's what we made of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. For much more on the game and our full written review by Harry Shepherd, for whose thoughts today I have been but a mere vessel, then please head over to PCGamesN.com. If you found this video helpful, please do hit the like button and perhaps consider subscribing while you're down there. Thanks as always for watching, and we'll see you next time. Take care.